EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Cougars. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Holding, receiving.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the lead.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run with Cobb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ball. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cougars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Allen now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. To throw again on second down. Allen looking left side of him, has got a man. That's Baker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Allen again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down now, Vincent. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Allen off the play fake.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They keep it on the ground. Cobb again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cobb. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's Cobb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lawrence. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Hey, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try the left side. Vincent. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Allen. Going to throw right. And oh, he caught it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Vincent. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Vincent.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
13 yards remaining on second down.
They'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
Allen hit. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Allen. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lawrence. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lewis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they'll reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw left side complete. That's ball. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Allen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On second down, Hobbs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd down now, Vincent.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 3rd down, Vincent. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Allen going to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now a carry for Cobb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Cobb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
no gain on the play. It's now third and 8.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist.
but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Vincent. And he stopped immediately there. The Raiders on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's a give up the middle. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken right at the 35. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Baker.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, Vincent. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of them. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts and early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to run now. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 20.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now London down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Now Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen.
And that is incomplete. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They're all finished in the bout down in Houston. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.